An insider with a very credible track record confirmed that the sequel to Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was greenlit before the game even came out. So that's exciting news, and I want to highlight some of the cool mods that I've been using recently on the PC version of the game. One lets you namely customize the color of your lightsaber. So let's get into it. Of course, I highlight some of the pictures that you sent me at the end of the video as well. A like on this video would be awesome, and let's go. But first, let's touch on the sponsor of this video. You likely heard about Raid at this point, right? It's one of my most played mobile games of 2019 and one of the top 3 ranked RPGs on the Google Play Store. It also has been recently nominated as a finalist for the Google Play's Best of 2019 Users' Choice Award. The game is super popular with 15 million downloads in the last 6 months, and you can check out this dark fantasy RPG in the video description. There are over 400 champions to collect and add to your party, and there are some new ones now thanks to a new Christmas event that is going on in Raid. I'm totally digging the Jingle Hunter epic from the High Elves and also the Frostbringer, who looks great with her hood. There's also a new fusion event going on that is only available for a couple of weeks and lets you combine a few champions to get a new special Christmas one, Tormin the Cold. And maybe you can use him, or of course all the other champions in your team to battle the awesome looking bosses. Raid is free to play, so totally go check it out via the special link in the video description, and then you get 100,000 silver, 1 energy refill, 50 gems and 1 free champion, the Executioner, who will really give you a head start. There are also a lot of treasures waiting for you, so you gotta hurry up because these rewards will only be there for the next 30 days. Thanks again to Raid for sponsoring the video. Now let's get back into it. I already showed you this tweet once from Jason Schreyer in a previous video, where he said that he finished Jedi Fallen Order. Great game, really fun ending, and he cannot wait to see what Respawn does with the sequel. Already implying that that is what they are doing. And you are likely familiar with Jason, right? He has many sources in the gaming industry, as was this year shown with a massive article on what went down during the development of Anthem at BioWare, another EA studio. And he also, shortly after the Jedi Fallen Order gameplay reveal, noted that he heard from someone at Respawn that linear gameplay demo they showed is not really what the game is about. Like they showed at E3 this part that was super linear on Kashyyyk, but back then we did not know that you could also travel to other planets whenever you wanted, and that we could also explore the map to uncover secrets with newly earned abilities. So Jason heard that from someone who was working on the game, like he has his sources at Respawn, and now he took it to the forum Reset Era to chime in on the recent news that Respawn is looking for new members of their Star Wars team for a third-person action game. And we already discussed these job listings a while back, but Jason now notes that a sequel for Jedi Fallen Order was actually greenlit before the game even shipped. And then you might think, wait, that's weird because most of the times you want to work on a sequel after the original has done well. Although in this case, it's of course Star Wars, and anything with that license should sell well, especially if you release it close to a big movie. Jason describes it as good planning, because there are plenty of people on the video game team who might finish their work 6 months or even a year before the game actually ships, so it's smart for a company to know exactly what those people will move on to next. Well, in this case, it seems to be Jedi Fallen Order 2. Think of concept artists, for example. They can already move on to the next project, as their work is mostly used to get an idea of the world and the characters that they want to create for the game. So have a year before the game comes out, you already have those ideas locked down and are just finishing and polishing it up. I already showed you Martin Bedowski's LinkedIn page in a previous video, where he mentioned that after shipping Jedi Fallen Order, he was already working on the next game that was still unannounced. Funny enough, I just checked his LinkedIn again, and this was now removed. Like, it doesn't say that he's working on an unannounced game anymore. Pretty interesting. Now, with Respawn obviously doesn't want to talk about the next game yet, and I still hope that they will not abandon Jedi Fallen Order and still add some cool new features like New Game Plus and maybe an arena mode before they go full force onto the sequel. Right now, I'm really having a blast with some of the mods that you can install on the PC. Like, one is making Cal look a little bit older and adds a beard. maybe a look that we can expect in the sequel. Fingers crossed, of course, for more armor customization in that next game. We now got Jonok, though, who made a white and black knight pack for in the game. And what he basically did is like change the color of the first poncho to either black or white, and then the outfit underneath too. But I gotta say, it does create a pretty awesome look, and the white knight is just basically an outfit covered in what looks to be snow. And I really like it in combination with a white lightsaber. Yes, the lightsaber color editor from Calist is really one of my favorite mods for this game. So via a program on the PC, you can assign different colors to the variants that we can unlock in the game. Like blue for me now is black, so then you're running around with a black lightsaber, which is very cool, especially with the full Black Knight armor. White is also nice, as you already saw, but you can also change the blade color and the glow color to, for example, get this awesome black blade and then the red glow. Something very unique, and it makes crushing these troopers even more fun, including a storm commando, because there's also a mod that makes the basic scout troopers turn into storm commanders. Like, sure, they still fight the same, but it's awesome to have a different look for these enemies that you kill like over and over again. I really play most of my games on console, but really, thanks to these mods, the PC version of Jedi Fallen Order is way more fun, of course. I've already showcased the red lightsaber in my previous video, and the New Game Plus mod. Like, you can tweak quite a lot to get a slightly different experience from this game. And I will leave a link to the mods that I showcased here in this video in the video description for if you want to check them out. It's pretty simple. For most of them, you just have to add one item to a specific folder, and I will leave a short explanation of that for if you are playing on the PC in the video description as well. Happy holidays! Let's hope that we get more Fallen Order goodness in 2020, like at least one big update with some replayable content or anything. I don't expect them to release a new update around Christmas and the New Year, but I will of course keep you up to date here when we know more, so totally subscribe for everything Jedi Fallen Order if you haven't already. A like would be super appreciated, and now let's take a look at some awesome screenshots that you sent me via Twitter at JorRaptor. So follow me there and then send your shots, just like Odyssey Fox did with this shot that could be straight out of the E3 demo we discussed. With Cal ready to take on the charging Purge Trooper, really cool timing. We got Mojo Riot on Twitter, who sent proof that Cal could turn to the dark side. I love how the lightsaber like almost hits the head there. I'm not sure why the quality from Teja is not as good as the other pictures, but I still thought that it was a cool shot, sending all the troopers flying at the same time with one force push. And then we go to Ilum in this amazing picture from Knesa, focusing a lot on the environment, thanks to the camera that you can like really move in a lot of different directions. While we also see Cal ready to go into the cave, a really great shot. Okay, Blue Bean just confirms that Cal will indeed go to the dark side. Of course, he uses some mods here, right lightsaber of course, and also a beard and just a darker look for Cal. Again, hit me up on Twitter at JorRaptor with your shots, and who knows, maybe I will highlight them in my next Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order video. Totally check out my previous video on the game, on the New Game Plus mod, and also the recent updates. For now, I will speak to you next time. Happy holidays and goodbye.